Live. Okay. Let me see what I can share in some groups here before we start the interaction. Sharing groups for the room. What's on the forum? Got that. Got that. Couple of groups, and then we'll be good to go here. All right, for now, let's do it that way. Okay, now. Sign up for. Got that. All right, I see it. Let me see. Resolution closing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our voice of Sino here in the diaspora with Esoteric. Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you find yourself around the world. This is the major interview here because the national president of the United Southport Association in Americas, President Francess Air Force One, will be traveling tomorrow to Minnesota. The convention, this is the convention week of the organization. So we are here at the Presidential Palace to have a quick interview with the president here, and we also have the chapter leaders. We've got President Mason Toba here and Minister Usaa, the Vice President. All right, so we want to start with the national president first, President Myers. Madam President, you look serious. What's going on? We want to see that smile.
Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, see, guys, I know how to get that smile out. No, that beautiful smile. You know, it got to come out. She was so serious. But, Madam President, we are here this time of the night because of the major event that is coming up. So we just want you to talk to your people a little bit if you have a final message before we get to the convention. And that's why we are here.
Thank you, Di. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate this interview tonight. What I'm going to say, though, that we are going to Fargo, and we are going to Fargo for a good reason, for a good cause. And the purpose and the vision of this organization is to mobilize ourselves. And how do we mobilize ourselves? We do that also through conventions. When we gather at a convention and we discuss issues pertaining to our community. So every year we do have an annual convention where people can come from all walks of life, from everywhere in the States, and we gather to a particular place. And this year we are going to Fargo. So I am super excited. I'm looking forward to a better and better good convention this year.
Okay, Madam President, good. I heard the word, he said the convention is for a good cause, right? So what is the cause here?
The good cause is for us to be able to raise money and carry on some projects. Because in order for us to be able to carry on projects, we got to have the finances. And convention is one of the resources that we use to raise money. Even though we use other avenues to get money, but when we go at a convention with a large crowd, is when we really will be able to raise a lot of money to be able to carry on development and stuff that we want to do back home for our people.
All right, so, but I'm told you are leaving tomorrow. You don't have to give us the specifics, you know. But when is the presidential flight tomorrow? In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? I mean, you don't have to give us the exact time, but when are you leaving?
Did you make sure that the whole place is safe?
Oh, yeah. The security apparatus is in place. The guys are doing everything to make sure that the president flight is safe.
I'm leaving tomorrow by the grace of God with some delegates from the Delaware Valley chapter. We will be in Minnesota tomorrow, and the President Mary Pine and the officers and members of Minnesota chapter will be at the airport to receive us. So we are glad that we will be leaving tomorrow for the convention. You know, we this convention this year is a very special one. And the reason that I said that is this is our first convention since we got elected, right? We got elected last year, 2021, August in Jacksonville, Florida. So this year is our very first convention. So we are excited. We're looking forward. And according to our record so far, there could be a lot of people at this year convention. And so we are excited to meet with our brothers and sisters in Minnesota tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you the exact time that I'm be arriving, but the president, Mary Pine, and the team in Minnesota know exactly the time that I will be arriving with all of the delegates from here.
All right, so but you want to give us an estimate of the delegates, and will be on the flight tomorrow?
Tomorrow, actually, the cheerleader, the national cheerleader, Velma Minor Smith, will be going with the first batch of people in the morning, and then I will go with the other batch of people in the afternoon. So roughly, let's say tomorrow, probably about 20%. And then Wednesday, oh my God, that's when you will have probably over 30% leaving from Delaware Valley. I say Delaware Valley chapter because that's where I live. So I'm talking about the delegates from Delaware Valley chapter. But I know there are other people coming from other states, like Texas, Florida, North Carolina. They will also be flying in on Wednesday.
My President, somebody who has not attended the USA convention before, if you were to encourage the person to come, what would you tell the person? What is it that the person should expect when they are coming to the USA convention?
I will encourage you to come. Come and see what we do when we go at the convention. I promise you, if you ever take your time this year to come to our convention, you will always love to go every year because you will see the unity, you will see the friendliness, you will see real discussions that go on. And we discuss, we debate, and then we conclude. We find solutions to our problems. And we found a way forward to other things that we were not able to achieve at the time. So when you get there, I promise you, you will call me every year to come. But like I said, this convention this year, we are doing different things, totally different things this year. There are a lot of things that are in place. As you are already aware, people have already prepaid for convention. This has never been done in the past. We always went to convention and then we pay at the convention. But as I speak to you, about 75% of the convention goers are already paid their contribution. That is a significant achievement that we have already done. So if this is your first time coming, you will see a lot of changes, and those changes will encourage you to come more and more.
All right, my President, let me see there. Let me bring your former vice president. Before I bring the man on camera, how does it feel to be here with your former vice president, who is now the president of the chapter here?
It's a blessing for me. I would say that for fair because all of vice president, when they
overthrow
not ready, but all our presidents and all our vice presidents do not, former president and former vice president sometimes do not get along. Okay. You know, sometimes they serve the person for 4 years, and when they leave, they turn to somebody else. But I'm glad that my vice president and my former vice president, today is the president of the chapter that I led for 6 years. And for him being here tonight, to see me off tomorrow, that speaks volume, right? Right. Yeah. That alone speaks volume. I don't have to, they used to have a word that said action speaks louder than voice. For him to even be here, that alone will tell you that we were working together, and we are still working together.
That's right. Pierre O he said, "You are never successful until your successor succeeds." Right, and so the man is succeeding. Let me bring honorable president of the Delaware Valley chapter here, President Mason Toba, is here with us. Mr. President, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. So, I mean, what preparation has been made for the national convention? You are, I mean, I'm told you got the largest chapter in the union. You got 3 states: Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. So, what's the preparation like?
Yes, my president will be traveling. Our national president will be traveling tomorrow. If I don't come to pay her a farewell, it'll be a disservice to her, because I know how well she serviced our chapter, and nationally she's good. So I just came tonight with my vice president, and send me to pay her a farewell. And our Delaware Valley chapter is producing over 50% to the convention. Wow. Yes, and they will be going gradually. Some going with her tomorrow, the other going the next day.
All right, so you said over 50 persons. Wow, that's quite impressive. So, ladies and gentlemen, hearing from the leader here, you said over 50 persons he is bringing from just Delaware Valley chapter. So, Mr. President, when are you yourself? When are you going to be in Minnesota or North Dakota?
I will touch down in Minnesota 12 o'clock Friday morning.
Wow. So, how many delegates are you coming with?
I'm coming with 4 persons. Okay. But at that time, my people will be in already. But I'm coming with 4 persons.
What is your expectation at this year's convention?
Very nice, great. It's a very, very great convention.
What do you expect at this year's convention? But like specific things that you want to see happen?
Yeah, our manifesto. We got education, we got health care, and what have you. We expect it to achieve that at the convention, and that's what we are going for. And the Savopo going there for that. And I know that we're going to achieve that.
During the prior administration, I heard that the leaders, they were having meetings for the implementation of projects to be decentralized. That is to say, the local chapters, they should undertake some projects. Is that something that you guys still going to push at this year's convention?
Oh yes, it's my major project. It's my major one. During our election, local chapters should take their own projects, and we're going to push that to the convention. At least let the national give a chance, at least, so that it will leave. It will not, in case you not go as president, as a local chapter. Create your own articles, let people feel you to in Liberia.
Mr. President, what would be your signature project should that happen?
Okay, when we reach there, we'll talk that.
Okay. Right. Perfect. Let me talk to let me talk to your vice president for a second. Minister, welcome to our microphone, and this is Voice of Sign. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
I mean, so far you heard some of the questions. You have a reaction to any of them?
Yes, pertaining to what we are going to do, like taking up projects in Liberia, I believe what is best to do is to find out from the people on ground to know what actually they need, because we don't want to impose anything on them that they don't need. So before we take up any project, we will hear from those that are on ground first, and then we can work towards accomplishing that. Yeah, so.
I know this question should have been asked to the president, even though it's not late yet. Mr. President, what would be your message as a chapter leader to the General Assembly?
When we go, we want to network with the other presidents, and then we see what we can do. But our major message here, according to what we discussed as presidents, is to organize projects too on our own. So we gotta talk with the national, and you understand me, to give a chance. Not only the national can, we give a chance. If they give a chance, at least one project, at least one.
Okay. Also, Minister, let me bring the camera back to you, the microphone here. When are you leaving Delaware Valley chapter?
To the
To the National Convention, yeah.
yeah, I will be leaving on Wednesday at the hour of 8 p.m.
You don't think it's a security risk to give all our details?
I am very, very secure. I have my securities, so I'm not afraid. Yeah, so we will be leaving, like the president said, the last group of members will be leaving at 8 p.m. on Wednesday for Fargo. So I have made it my business to be at the airport at 5 o'clock to assist our elderly women and men, our mothers and fathers, to help them check in so they can be able to get on board the plane, because we do not want anybody to be left back. So we're going to be there by 5 o'clock, even though our flight will be leaving at 8. We're going to be there that early to make sure we assist our people.
So if you were fortunate to be given a microphone to stand before the General Assembly to say something, what would that be?
I will speak about unity and peace in our midst, because that is the pillar or the foundation that is supposed to hold us together. So once we are united, we'll be able to respect each other and work together to generate funds and to be able to do what we really want to do for our chapter or our organization.
All right, actually, let me come back to the Air Force One again, the national president. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're joining Voice of Sound here from the presidential edifice, so-called the Fola in Sapo, and that way we are right now. We're talking to the president. The flight will be leaving tomorrow. We are told the engineers and they are inspecting the iron flight and make sure that it is okay. So, Madam President, we don't want to keep you on camera too much. I know all the phone calls are coming in. You have to address a lot of things. Around the globe, people are calling you with concerns and stuff like that. So if you have a final message for the listeners, this is the opportunity.
Yeah, so thank you, Doc. I want to take this time to tell everyone thank you for participating in the fast and prayer today. Even though that you did not pray, you didn't fast, but
what did you guys fast for?
even though you did not fast and pray, but we fasted today from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then after that, we broke our fast on the teleconference. And I want to say thank you to Reverend Black, who led us through the prayer time on the line. Prayer is important for me. In everything that you do, you put God first. In order for you to succeed, you have to make God the center of it all. So convention that we are going to, we decided to put God first in this convention because God knows our heart. Our heart is in the right place. It's for us to be able to generate funds to help our people. So I'm calling on all the supporters everywhere in the United States of America to come on to Fargo, North Dakota, so that you can be a part of, to be your brother's keeper. In order to be your brother's keeper, collectively, we got to do it together. So we want you to come on so that we can, after all the discussion, after we finish making all the money, then we marry. And that is the beauty of it. We come on marry, and we discuss, and then we interact. And, people that you have not seen for a long time, you have the opportunity to see them, and that is very important. So I'm calling on everybody Thank you for having me tonight. I'm about to go pack my.
No, President, before you let me go here, I want to ask this question though. There are a lot of community organizations that are looking up to the USA, specifically on your watch. You know, you have this ability to generate funds as though it's not hard to raise money. I mean, the last time I checked, when you hosted the chapter convention or the national convention here in 2018, right? You raised about 75,000 or above, and even during your inauguration, the first time to raise over 40,000. You know, I mean, so I mean, what is the magic formula here, Madam President, that you are pulling the money here and there? People out there, they want to mimic you. I mean, what is the magic formula here?
So two things that you must do as a leader. And one of those things is having the ability to unite your people. Because when you guys are united, you will be able to do exploit. Okay? So unity is the key of raising funds. When you are united, you are not afraid of spending money. You know, because you guys, everyone is friendly and everyone just want to do what they want to do. Even if somebody else do not have it, somebody will supply it because of the unity. That's number one. Another thing you have to do as a leader, you got to leave your comfort zone. Leave your comfort zone. The reason that many leaders fail, they stay within their cycle. Only people that they know, they associate with. And even they wait until they get invitation or before they go somewhere. But for me, Francess Clyde Myers, people wonder, how do I live? But that's why everything that I try to do together with my people is succeed. Because I usually leave my comfort zone and go other places that people feel sometimes not necessary to go. But, you know, those little things that you do for somebody else, trust me, the conscience, when your time comes, they will try to be there for you. And those are the major two things that I've been doing for the past time that I've been in leadership that make us to be successful in everything that we do.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's the national president of the USA, President Francess Clyde Myers. You have to follow Voice and Sign of the whole convention, this whole week. Up to next week, you're going to get the latest, you know, the speech national. You're going to be addressing the union, and so you have to be on the screen, glued to the screen. Make sure your phone is charged. If you are somewhere where you don't have data, make sure you get more, because I'm bringing.
About data, my home-based team, we got to make sure to get our home-based team data so that they can watch the convention. So I'm putting it out there, USAA, the home-based team headed by Mr. Richard Panther, and the Moravia section headed by Mr. Bill Pine, and the Sano section headed by Mr. Vasco Kamle. You guys, your phone got to be charged because you got to watch the convention from Wednesday all the way to Monday. Thank you.
So what do you do?
All right, so Mr. President, parting words for all the Delaware Valley. This is Mr. Mason Tuba here, President for the Delaware Valley chapter. Any parting words for us?
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. It's a president of a few words. He doesn't talk a lot. Also, Minister, parting words for us, parting comments?
Thank you for having us on your show. All of our fans, family, well-wisher, please come to Fargo to celebrate with us as we'll be having our convention. Thank you. Hope to see you there, and God bless you.
All right, so those are the leaders. The leader of the USA Delaware Valley chapter, that's President Mason Tuba, and his Vice President, Minister Olivia Usaa, and they joined the national president, President Francess Clyde Myers, to energize the members, the non-members, to turn out this week and next week in Fargo, North Dakota, for the national convention. Beyond the microphone, as usual.
Where are you going?
Oh, they're asking, you know, Dvc'S put a giving the security risk associated with me. I'm quite controversial, and so we can't divulge the exact date we're going to be there. But the probability of us going over there is 50-50. You know, so those of you that can pray, keep praying for 50 so I can be there. You know. And so, guys, so I want to say thank you so much for joining VOSD. We are ready. This convention will from start to end. When I get to Minnesota, I will activate my camera, and so that you can see the happenings. I'm told on Wednesday it will be a welcome party in Minnesota. Our brothers and sisters that are disenchanted, I'm told they will be recruited as well. You know, so a lot of things will be happening. You will have a lot of breaking news. We were told from last convention in Florida, it was said that the Georgia group, they said they were going to create a chapter, so who knows. And also New York, we were told that the people are speculating they want to have a chapter of their own. New Hampshire, we are told as well. So, I mean, you know, so a lot of things will be coming up from this year convention. The union is expanding. We have wonderful leaders. The President Myers is bringing new people on board, and see these new people, they are bringing new ideas, and see that's how you grow. You leave, you nurture other people, the other people come, they nurture other people, and that's why they call leadership is continuity. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a pleasant night. I'm Dvc'S, Esoteric, on the stool by the chosen few.